Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cap at Home. My name is Miss Van. Today, I am going to teach you all how to do a symbolic self-portrait. So here's the one that I did ahead of time, and I'm going to recreate it for you today. Um, you will need some paper. I have a sketchbook, but you can also use computer paper. You'll need a pencil, a pencil sharpener, an eraser. I have a marker. I like the black Sharpie markers. I think they work really well. And you will want a pen. And then we're using colored pencils today, so you'll need some colored pencils. So I have a nice set of colored pencils over here. So to get started, on a separate sheet of paper, I suggest you write out a list of things that you feel symbolize yourself, or things that, like objects that you kind of symbolize things that you wish for yourself. It could be anything. So I'm going to just share my list with you so that it gives you kind of an idea of what you could do yourself. So I have a butterfly, a cat, stars, sun, turtle, doors and windows, rain clouds, flowers, hearts, a spiral, and a cup of coffee. So my symbology is personal to me. Some of them are a little bit more universal, like a heart to me, like it might to you, symbolizes love. But to me, the cat is warmth and affection, but it could mean something else to somebody else. But this is just my personal list. So when you do this for yourself, it's your piece of artwork. So I recommend that you find a short list of things that are important to you, and they can be whatever you want. So we're going to start by doing a contour drawing of a silhouette. So a silhouette, and I'm going to see, I updated my work area, so I'm going to see where, okay. So I'm just going to use the space on the wall to hold up my piece of paper so you can see what I'm doing. So a silhouette is just like a profile. We're going to do the profile side. So I guess a silhouette can be any um, side view of what you're copying, but we're going to do a side view profile of a face. So I'm going to start in pencil, and I'm going to kind of draw a forehead and a nose and a mouth and a chin, and I'm going to bring it down to some shoulders. So I don't know if you can see that, so I'm going to go over it in marker so that you can see it. And I don't want to bleed onto my wall, so I'm going to get a couple more pieces of paper just in case. So here's my trusty Sharpie. So just so that you can see what this looks like. And you can kind of see the shadow on the wall, maybe, of like my face. That's also a silhouette. Okay. So this is just kind of a generic shape of a silhouette, but we're going to use it as self-representation. You can get more detailed about your personal features if you want to, but this is just a basic silhouette sort of profile. And by profile, I'm referring to a side view, if that's unclear. All right, so now I'm going to set my marker down and I'm going to start drawing out some of my imagery. So for a coffee cup, that's pretty simple. I'm going to do that first. And I'm going to put that kind of by my nose because it's sort of it's like a smell, but it's also like a taste, and it reminds me to be alert and in the moment. And I like hot coffee, so I'm going to draw some like steam lines over my cup of coffee. And I'm going to outline that. I'm actually going to keep going with the pencil first. So I'm going to draw a butterfly for you all. And that is kind of, to me, a butterfly symbolizes like spirituality and freedom. If you've ever seen a butterfly, they seem to be able to, well, for one, fly, which I think is pretty cool. Have you ever daydreamed about flying? Because I know I have. And I'm not really worrying too much about my eraser because when I go back in to outline the shapes that I want to keep, then I can be a little bit more selective at that point. I'm going to draw a kitty. Right now, my daughter is learning from our kitty about how to use appropriate sort of like affection. You can't pull the kitty's whiskers, kitties don't like that. So it's just basic. I don't know, she's one, so that's just like a basic kind of thing. You got to be nice to people if you want them to be nice to you. And the kitty is pretty straightforward about that. And she's got some stripes. I'm going to give her some stripes. All right, there's a kitty. And in my first drawing, I drew a turtle because they seem like they are sort of slow to move, which to me kind of represents like being prepared because a turtle has its home with it all the time. So it has everything it needs with it. And like the environment that it lives in is like the environment that it gets everything it needs from. But as a person, you got to get your needs met in other ways, but being prepared is one way that you can kind of take care of those things. Okay, so here's my butterfly. I'm going to draw a turtle. I saw Miss Rachel's turtle in her video just before this, so we have that in common. Here's my turtle. What else did I have on my list? I had some flowers. So to me, flowers need two things to thrive. They need sunlight and they need water. And you get sunlight obviously from the sun on a nice, warm, bright day, and you get water from rain clouds. And there's some like maybe not necessarily 100% positive connotation to the rain, but we need that, as human beings and as flowers. It's just an essential part of life. So flowers also kind of represent duality and flexibility. I mean, one, because the flower stem and, the attributes of a flower bend in the wind, and that's just kind of like how we react to certain things like maybe adversity or challenges. We kind of have to go with it and just like keep on trying to succeed, even though sometimes it might be a little bit difficult. So I've been drawing lilies a lot lately. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but here's some more. All right, so clouds. I'm gonna put a sun in here. Here's a sun. And here's a cloud. Everything's just kind of smiling because it's still a beautiful day. And what else? Here's my coffee. What else was on my list? I guess you don't need to use everything on your list. I had some stars and some hearts, so I'll add those because these are all things that I love. And stars to me, can be a lot of different things. Like imagination, somebody looked up at the night sky and was imagining what's out there, and that sort of sparked something, I guess, to all of us about, science fiction and where we can go, and eventually that became like science fact. And so I like to think about the stars because they remind me of possibilities. So I'm going to color it in with some colored pencils. This project is like, I like the colored pencils because they get into the fine lines here. So you can do your symbolic self-portrait. I recommend that you brainstorm a little bit, you come up with like a list of things that are important to you. And the things that are important to us are the things that kind of end up defining us, you know, later or now, I guess. But everybody's different, but we're all also very similar. We also need a lot of the same things, and we can also, I think, all learn how to enjoy a beautiful day together. And I think that would be nice. So I hope you enjoy your beautiful day by liking this video, posting a picture of your symbolic self-portrait in the comments section. And I'm Miss Van, and this is Cap at Home, and have a great day.